Good day everyone, my name is James Kailapaap and today I am going to teach you how to use the Excel program that I made for the design of shear reinforcements in a beam. So I made two Excel programs for this topic. The first one uses the 2001 NSCP code while the second one uses the 2010-2015 NSCP code. So the user can choose which of these they can use. So first, let's try the 2001 NSCP code. So as you can see here on this area right here, it is where you can input all the given data given on the problem. So we have the service loads, dead load, and live load. But if the factored loads are already given, you can input those right here. Also, we have the beam dimensions, effective depth, we have the width, the span, and the diameter of stirrups. However, if effective depth is not given, you can input the total depth right here and the concrete cover right here, and it will compute for the effective depth. Also, we have the beam properties, the yield strength of stirrups, the compressive strength of concrete, and the number of legs for the stirrup. So after inputting all these data, you can see all the computed values in this area right here. And also we have this table right here, which shows the required spacing for uh, specific sections on the beam and also the number of stirrups to be used. So let's have an example. I have prepared an example right here. So design economical spacing uh, of 10 mm diameter stirrups for the beam which carries the factored load shown. Use FC prime 21 MPa and Fy is equals to 276 megapascal. So let's input the data given. We have the WU 80, PU 150, and the distance of PU from the left support. So as you can see, the distance of PU from the left support. So since this is the entire span is 6, so this is 3. The effective depth, uh, 536. The width is 300. Span is 6. Diameter is 10. And Fy is 276. FC prime is 21. And stirrup legs is 2. So as you can see here, we have the computed values, the factored load, the reaction at supports, and also we have the shear equation. So at x equals to d is equal to 0.536 meter, we can determine the VU, which is 272.12. Also we have the VC and the 5VC. So since VU is greater than 5VC, therefore shear reinforcement is needed. So the VS is then calculated. So then this VS is compared to 0.66 square root of FC prime BWD to check if the section is adequate to carry shear. So since it is okay to carry shear, let's proceed to the design. So you can see here, these values is computed in order for us to determine the maximum spacing of the stirrup. So the VS right here is compared to these values right here. So since VS is greater than VC over 2 but less than 2VC, therefore the max spacing is either of the 2, which is D over 2 and 600 millimeters. So since D over 2 is smaller, it is chosen to be the maximum spacing, which is 268 millimeter. So the required spacing at critical section is also computed. So we have S is equals to 117.762 millimeters. So say 100 millimeter. So let's proceed here. As you can see, the location of section beyond which minimum stirrups are required is also calculated, which is X is equals to 2.63. And also the location of first stirrup is 0.25 S. According to our sim, 0.25 S is the location of the first stirrup. So let's proceed at the table. So we have the values of X right here and the required spacing and also the number of stirrups to be used. So to get the final description for the design of the shear reinforcement for this particular beam, uh, click this button right here. So after clicking, it will show you the number of stirrups used and the required spacing. So 11 at 100 millimeter, 4 at 150 millimeter, 3 at 200 millimeter, and the rest at 250 millimeter from OC to the center line. So that's it. That's how you use the program. And if you want to compute for another problem using NSCP 2001 code again, you can click the clear button and it will delete all the values that you've inputted like that. And you can start over with a new one. So that's it. So now let's try the 2010-2015 NSCP code. So again, we have the same setup. We have the service loads right here, beam dimension, and beam properties. So for the 2015-2010 NSCP code, this modification factor is added. So 1 is equals to for the normal weight of the concrete, 0.85 for sand lightweight concrete, and 0.75 for all lightweight concrete. So basically, the common modification factor used is 1. So if so, let's have an example. I have again prepared the same example from the other program. So let's input the given data right here. So again, 80, 150, 3, effective depth is 536, width is 300, span is 6, diameter of stirrup is 10, the stirrup yield strength is 276, FC prime is 21, legs 2, and the modification factor of 1. So again, we have the values right here, computed values. So we have the reaction, the shear equation, VU, VC, 5VC, VS, then it is check if the section is adequate to carry shear, okay. The design for maximum spacing, and the maximum spacing of the stirrup is chosen. So 268 millimeter, or say 250 mm. And the required spacing at critical section is computed again. So we have 97.819. So again, let's proceed to the table right here. So we have the X values, the required spacing, and the number of stirrups used. So to get the final description for the design of this particular section, click this button right here and it will show you the number of stirrups and the required spacing. So 20 at 50 millimeter, 5 at 100 millimeter, 4 at 150 millimeter, and rest at 250 millimeter from OC to CC. And also, the location of the first stirrup is 50 millimeter because according to the code at section 418.6.4.4, uh, the first hoop must be located not more than 50 millimeter from the face of the column. So 50 millimeter is used here for the location of the first stirrup. So that's it. That's how you use the program. I hope you learned something in my video tutorial. And that's all. God bless. Thank you very much.